Hey friends, so today we're going to restring this beautiful Fender 12-string guitar that I just picked up. I actually found this used and it's very nice. So the thing that I noticed immediately was that the top E string and what should be your low E string were popped off, but since I've had it home, I've also noticed that somebody had apparently restrung it before, and I guess they just used 2 packs of acoustic strings. They didn't actually restring it the way that it should be strung, because all of the strings, or all the pairs, are in unison. Like the A's are in unison, the D's are in unison, and the G's are in unison. So that's not correct. What we're going to use today are these Ernie Ball earth-wound 12-string lights. I know there's several people out there that like Ernie Ball. So we're going to go ahead and get these old strings taken off. Looks pretty clean, but we'll go over it and get it good and clean, go over the fretboard and restring. So stay tuned. Alright, so the tool that I'm going to use for this little project, it's an all-in-one tool. You can wind up your strings, you can crimp your strings, you can pull your bridge pins, all that good stuff. So let's start off by taking out some of the slack in it. Boy, that sounds like a old-fashioned cartoon. Just pull. There you go. Seems like somebody tuned that one going the wrong way. The things that you find doing work on something that somebody else did work on. Popped your G string. Unfortunately, we didn't bust our nut at the same time. Pause. Alright, now we're going to remove our bridge pins. Springs out. Get it all nice and neat. Get your balls out. Balls. So some of the things that I noticed when I was working on this is whoever restrung this and whoever the previous owner was, it appears that they used 2 sets of regular guitar strings. So they kind of made the the little nut slots a little bit too big for the ones that are supposed to be smaller strings. So that's where some of that confusion was stemming from. So one thing I'm going to wind up having to do later on, and I mean it's a cheapo plastic nut anyway, upgrade it to a bone nut, but I mean for right now it plays fine. Alright, so we got all of our strings in for the most part. Well, whoever did this the last time, they did it the bass backwards way at one time. Let me see something here. Yeah, because it looks like they did the strings the other way around. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get started with the high E, well, the unison high E strings and the unison B strings, because I'm going to have to switch the other strings around because it looks like what the person that had this guitar before me did. Was flip it around. The bass strings should be on the bottom and your high string should be on top. They didn't do it that way, so yeah. And I'm actually going to tune this half a step down, so it's not going to be in standard E tuning. Now, what I'm doing is the way that Martin teaches to do a 12 string. So I'm going underneath the string and then looping over to keep the string from slipping. And then I'm going to tighten it up a little bit. And then use my winder. Alright, I'm just going to say this, I'm not saying this really kind of in jest. If you're going to get a 12 string, you must really want a 12 string. One thing to remember on a 12 string is just because the gauge says what it says doesn't mean you're tuning it all the way up to its maximum tuning. You're not setting all the strings to what you might normally tune them to, like your 9s. They're not all going to E. One's going to G, one's going to B. So don't let stuff like that confuse you. And this camera keeps cutting off, so I don't know how much footage is going to be lost, so we'll just see what happens. I'm just wanting to document this because I did just purchase this guitar. I want to see a good before and after. Hey y'all, so here's the deal. The camera kept shutting off, and so lost footage, I'm pretty sure. And when I was working on the bass part of the fretboard, camera ran out of battery, had to recharge. So I finished the restring job, and I mean also some more footage I didn't get was cleaning up the guitar. I mean, it was pretty clean to begin with, but I did go over the fretboard and clean it off pretty good. So what we're going to do now is have a listen. Standing by the door, it's black and white and faded, and it's looking pretty warm. See the factory that I worked, silhouetted in the back. The memories are great, but man, they're really coming back. I don't need to be the king of the world, so long as I'm the hero of this little girl. And heaven isn't too far away. The closer to it every day. No matter what your friends might say, how I love the way you move, and the sparkle in your eyes. There's a color deep inside it, like a blue suburban sky. but no one really cares, and I don't know what to do, but I'm never giving up. Oh, no, heaven isn't too far away, closer to it every day. No matter what your friends might say, oh, we'll find a way. I can't use it anymore. Looking down, too much to see, and feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door. And knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mama put my guns around, and I can't shoot them anymore. And that cold dark cloud is coming down, and feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Ooh, knocking on heaven's door. Ooh, and knocking on heaven's door. Ooh, knocking on heaven's door. Yeah, 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 yeah. Knocking on heaven's door. Ooh, knocking on heaven's door. Ooh, knocking on heaven's door. Ooh, and knocking on heaven's door. Yeah, 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 yeah. So it sounds really good. The moment I picked it up, I was like, yes, I am absolutely getting it. It plays phenomenally, and apparently you can order these new. It's the let's see, it's the model CD60SCE-12, and it has NAT, so it's natural. So yeah, I think new these are like $3.50 on Sweetwater, but I looked up and got this used at a pawn shop. So there you go. If you actually liked how this sounded, you can actually buy one of these new. It's great. I got this understanding that it was a used guitar. I just wanted a 12 string and I picked it up. It's what I'm looking for, you know. I mean, you can make chords real easy on it. You can do bar chords. You can make bar chords on it real easy. You can move shapes up the fretboard with ease. I mean, it's actually fairly well made. And I mean, one thing that I'll kind of look for on, or have been looking for on a 12 string is something that could actually be played with just your fingers, you know, something fairly simple to finger pick with. Or even strum without a pick. I mean, I'm really happy with this. It's just great. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. I hope y'all got some good laughs. I hope y'all enjoyed the songs that I used to sample this guitar, and I will see y'all next time. So take care.